What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you're tuned into another edition of my vlog. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, man, so you don't miss out on any of this good game. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway to all my fans out there who have subscribed. I got some 12 and a half shoes I'll be giving away. And so, I try to spread positivity and keep you guys motivated to do something good with your life on this channel. I want to talk about gang banging for success. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people put a lot of energy into things that are of a negative connotation. And what I mean by that is the energy that you put out there is what you get back. And I used to be one of those people when I was really, really young, and I, entertained a lot of darker energy, things that related to a lot of violence. And I thought I was really repping something that meant something, and I thought that it was going to make me feel, I guess, important, significant, powerful, and, claiming a hood. Some people claim a street, you might claim a city, you might claim a block, but when you look at the big picture and what you're getting tricked into representing, it's really small on the global scale of economics. I mean, you have some very reputable street gangs out there who've been putting in work for a lot of years, and a lot of those guys have been either ended up shot in prison, caught up in some type of situation. Some guys have made it out. But if you put that energy, say if the gangs had the foresight to invest in a neighborhood, maybe finance private schools for kids in the community so that they wouldn't have to go through the same stuff they went through, help provide maybe some type of after school programs, and you elevate the environment around you, think about what that would do for the community. Think about what, a Blood from Harlem, or a Crip from 60s, or a Latin King from the Bronx. Think about how influential you could be among your people, and if you guys put that energy into creating, programs which would allow you to become more mainstream, that would change the game, man. You could get into real estate. Some of you guys got felonies, so yeah, you can't get your contractor's license, but you have people around you who haven't gotten in trouble yet that could. You have homies out there that don't have felonies that could legally carry firearms. Why not get a legal license to carry a firearm and, open up a security company? You're already respected. Motherfuckers know you about your business, so if you can legally carry a firearm, you can legally have a security company. You got a lot of guys in the neighborhood who are really smart with computers. Why not, create like some type of computer science program? There's so many things you could do with the power and influence you have among your peers. And, claiming a territory, I know the drugs is a big part of it, but if you flip that and get into real estate, agriculture, buy some of those acres of land, man, and say start, raising cattle or sheep or something like that. You get people out there to help run that shit that already know about it, or get into buying horses, and racing and selling a fucking seed off the horse, a fucking cup. I know of certain steer, can get you 30 grand. That's big money, man. I mean, you get into horse racing, and you guys invest and partner up and buy a horse, and that motherfucker, wins a race or two. His offspring might be worth, his nut might be worth fucking 100 grand. There's a lot of things that we don't look at because we're stuck on the block mentality. We're stuck in the neighborhood mentality. And when you start traveling and going global, we got rappers out there now who talk about a Nipsey Hussle, YG, a lot of these guys, man, DJ Mustard, and you go other places and you see what's going on around the world. You see economically what you can capitalize on. Look at Akon providing all the power for, the village you grew up in Africa, and getting money, getting loans from the Chinese government to develop parts of Africa. There's a lot of stuff that you guys can do out there also. A lot of you gang members, man. I mean, to hate a motherfucker and want to kill him because he wears a different color, and to basically endorse death for nothing. It's not a good path, man. It's just, and I'm not trying to, be a hypocrite or preach or try to tell you how to live your life, but I'm just trying to give you something to think about, because you have a lot of guys who glamorize the Tekashi 6ix9ine, some of these other rappers who have never ever had to catch a fade, really do serious gang banging, you know what I mean? Never really had to, got jumped or was out there where you didn't have a bunch of security around you. It's like, man, you have the world at your hands. I know you guys are commercializing to make money, and you think it's cute, and people make up shit to make them seem like they're more credible. Oh, this happened to me, or I got jacked, or this and that. But if you're in a real jack situation, when the niggas got you tied up, or you're in a real situation when a motherfucker wants to get that money from you, it ain't all you're gonna turn around and post it on Instagram. It ain't Instagram life when you're in this shit for real. You're not running around dumping on motherfuckers and then turn around posting on Instagram. Yeah, man, I just shot up so-and-so's block. Nah, motherfucker, you putting in work and you ain't letting nobody know. But the thing is, now there's so many fucking cameras, there's so many people telling. It's not even worth it, man. And then at the end of the day, it ain't worth it anyways, because you're not getting no major money. The money you think you're getting is very small when you look at what you could be getting. I mean, you guys spend so much money on jewelry, on just clothing, all this other stuff. Why don't you open up your own clothing company? Go to China, get your own, hook up your own manufacturer, start producing your own, clothing. And it ain't gotta be like, it ain't gotta be bloodwear or cripwear. It could be whatever fashion, but you help the homie out who's maybe fashion conscious. You help him out and let him get a line started, and you guys start pushing that shit, wearing it, doing videos. You're already out there on social media anyway, so push the homie shit. Or you talk about diamonds and shit, fuck, man. Partner up with somebody and start your own jewelry line. Get your own stones, man. Quit putting money in these other people's pockets, and quit killing each other over shit that really is not really worth killing over. Jacking motherfuckers for chains, then posting it online, or robbing a motherfucker for his car or whatever possessions, and then bragging about it online. This shit, man, it's like, damn, man, that's all you can do. If you're that ingenious and you won't put that much time into setting up a robbery, why not grab a book and put the time into learning WordPress? Start you motherfucking blog about something positive, and you'll have way more followers. Then you'll have a corporation come in and try to offer you a couple million to buy that shit out. Then you can do what the fuck you want to do. Flip the game, man. You know what I mean? You guys they got you occupied and pre-consumed with violence and murder, when if you turn that shit around, you'll have so much more respect and power among the mainstream that it'd be out of control. You guys, man, you got so much skill set, man. I've seen some dudes in the pen that are smart as fuck. Geniuses, man, and they were in the game, and now they like, man, they realized that this shit was some bullshit, because they got into it when they're young. Now they in their 50s, and and they realize that they've been tricked. You guys, man, you youngsters out there, I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear it, and I'm not no super gang member or nothing like that. I'm just a black man who's been through a lot of shit, who's trying to share some positivity. I dealt with a lot of different people in my life, a lot of different races, a lot of different cultures. I've been a few places. Yeah, I've been out of the country, and I know what our potential is outside of this country. I know what we can accomplish. I know what we can achieve. And I'm just saying, man, to be sliding on people and shooting somebody for nothing and doing a lot of violence, it's not worth it, man. It's so much more you guys can do if you try to create positive change and help some of these kids who don't have a father figure, some of these kids who are lost, you know, help with some of these after school programs, you know, create a nonprofit, you know, take advantage of some of these grants and help some of these youngsters so they don't go down the same path and stop filling up these penitentiaries for these fucking corporations, man, for these motherfuckers making all this money off of housing motherfuckers in these warehouses, man. You know, everybody's like, oh, you know, it's all about trying to outslick the police and all this bullshit. You ain't got to outslick them if you ain't doing nothing. You know, you got all the time in the world. You sit around, smoke weed, play video games, or whatever you're doing. Man, take you online course. You can take a course from Harvard online. You can take, you know, you get your computer degree damn near online. So, you know, let's take advantage of shit like that, man. And then, you know, you can work for yourself. I know a lot of you guys don't want to be going to no office or dealing with people, or you're like, oh, I don't want to be, you know, an employee. Well, be a boss, man. Create your own business. But, you know, gangbanging for success, man. You guys can really do some big things, man, and you can still make money just because you're not talking about shooting a motherfucker or, you know, robbing a motherfucker. You know, it doesn't mean you're not going to make money. You can make money off of positive change. You can make money off of embracing, you know, motivation, and motivating these kids to do better than what you did. You know, there's nothing worse than having a youngster, 14, 15, get caught up in a motherfucking shooting, and then he tells, and then he tells, and he tells, and then everybody in the neighborhood goes down, and he should have never been involved in it to begin with. You know what I mean? He should have been in school. He should have been learning something, man. And it's just sad, man. But I just put it out there because, like I said, I like to stay motivating you guys to make a positive change. I know there's a lot of, you know, shootings going on in Chicago, shootings going on in Louisiana, New York, Florida, everywhere. You know, anywhere there's, you know, poverty, you know, drugs. There's a lot of tension, and I'm just hoping that this message will drop on the right ears. Some OGs will pick it up, and you know, and maybe pass it among some of these other guys, because when these guys talk about rapping about the feds and all this shit, you guys don't want to go there. That shit's some bullshit. You know, and it's nothing glorious about saying you're being investigated by the feds, or, you know, you got an indictment, and you know you're gonna be a G now. And nah, man, ain't none of that shit, man. That's all a falsity. You know what I mean? That's a phallus. So, man, wisen up, y'all. Big Herc 916.